book says in verse 11 of John chapter 20, but Mary stood without at the sepulchre weeping. And as she wept, she stooped down and looked into the sepulchre, and seeth two angels in white sitting, the one at the head and the other at the feet, where the body of Jesus had lain. And they said unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? She said unto them, Because they have taken away my Lord, and I know not where they have laid him. As I look at this passage, I recognize that here are some women who should be commended, although they had a false assessment of what had actually happened.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
They had gone to the grave because they knew Jesus had been put in the grave. But they didn't understand, really, that he was going to rise from the grave. For God had told Adam even, back in the book of Genesis, from dust thou art, to dust thou shalt return. That's what he told the first Adam. But then he sent another Adam. And that second Adam, old Satan thought that he would take him to the dust. Well, he took him for 3 days. But the dust couldn't hold him. Why? Because God said, from dust thou art. And Jesus didn't come from the dust. The ground could not claim Jesus because he didn't belong there. God raised him from the dead. And here are some women who are looking for his body, for they knew that if a dead body was placed in a tomb, that's where it would be unless somebody else moved it. They didn't understand the resurrection. But you know what I do in talking along this line? I still commend women. They didn't fully understand the mission of Christ or even his death, burial, and resurrection. But they were still interested in Jesus. They were not like the men. The men were there as long as he was giving out free fish and bread. But as soon as he got into trouble, the men fled. Went their different ways. I was preaching this lesson some years ago in the Bay Area of California, and I have a good friend out there too, Sister Buetta O'Deal. She was really backing me up. She said, that's right, Brother Evans, preach. Amen, amen. And so I got to this part, and I said, now, the men were there as long as Jesus was giving out free fish and bread, but as soon as he got into trouble, they fled. Sister O'Deal said, that's right, Brother Evans, men will do you like that. But we know that these men had left and these women were still there. And I'm also glad to say tonight that I am happy that Mary and these women made a mistake in their assessment. If they had been right, here they were standing at the tomb crying. The angel who knew what had gone on said, Woman, why are you crying? She answered him, and this is the subject of my lesson. All right. Because they have taken away my Lord.
Yes, sir.